Elwin Crocker was back in court today, charged in the gruesome deaths of his two children back in 2018. There have been a number of delays in this case along the way, including one recently for 6 months after the defense tried to remove the presiding judge from the trial. But it was recently decided that Chief Judge F. Gates Peeds will remain on the bench as this murder case proceeds. Crocker will be the first of a number of defendants to be tried. It was almost 4 years ago, but still details of how 14-year-old Mary Crocker and her brother Elwin Jr. died remain shocking and disturbing. It was December of 2018 when the children's bodies were found buried in the backyard of their Guyton home. Prosecutors claim that Mary had been starved, tased, kept in a dog cage, and sexually assaulted. They also said that Elwin Jr. may have been dead for as long as 2 years.
Under Georgia law, you can be sentenced to a life sentence or life without parole.
One of Crocker's attorneys argued the death penalty should not be considered, saying it wasn't listed in the original indictment.
In order for notice that you could be subjected to a sentencing enhancement, that notice had to start at the very beginning. It had to be presented to the grand jury. The indictment had to explicitly state that.
The state took a very different view.
The defendant's motion basically asserts that he can't be sentenced to death because we didn't list the aggravating circumstances in the indictment, which we said is not required.
15 motions were heard on Friday, and the defense has more to be considered. After the children's bodies were discovered in 2018, 5 people, including Crocker, were arrested. 2 have now pled guilty, including Crocker's wife, Candace, who is expected to testify against him. Crocker reportedly told authorities that he had killed both his children at the urging of his wife and mother-in-law. It's not known when a trial date will be set. Another motions hearing has now been set for August 12th. From Effingham County, I'm Joanne Merrigan, WSAV News 3 on your side.